Okay. Just getting started. Tonight's call, Dawn, I should say, it is June 7th, Wednesday, and Dawn is in Asheville, North Carolina. He's been building out there with good friends of ours, Diamond, Bob, and Barbara Bell, and we're really excited about what we've got going on here.
Not working.
Sorry. Can everybody hear me now? I was just getting text that said that they couldn't hear me, that it's come on and off. Okay, perfect. I got the message. Excellent. So what I was wanting to talk about, and I don't know if I covered it, was that if anyone had the opportunity to hear Dave Jordan when he did his call on Saturday, it was bang on. And June can be very distracting for people in network marketing. And what tends to happen is people want to be outside. And so what I wanted to let everybody know is the magic of what we do means because we are truly a home-based business, we can do what we do from outside as well. I know when Dawn and I were in Florida, and on multiple occasions, we do three-way calls and do a lot of our calling from outside, and I know that everybody's seen a live here, there, or everywhere where you have somebody from a very unique locale where they call in and they do their live video, and you're basically working from home. It's truly a work from home business. So you don't have to put your business on hold at all just because it's summertime. And this is a great time to network. I don't know about you guys, but just a little experience for me. I went and it seemed to be on trend right now that everybody is looking at one-piece bathing suits, which is a big leap for me because I've been lucky enough to stay in a two-piece bathing suit, so this feels like a backward slide for me, and I wanted to go in and try on a one-piece bathing suit. And when I was talking to the lady that was helping me, she said, well, why are you looking at bathing suits? And I said, well, you know, the new opportunity that I've been doing has afforded me the opportunity to travel, and I kind of wanted to be on trend. And she goes, oh, what is your new opportunity? It was that easy. It was just that easy that she asked me. And when it's someone else's idea, it's always an invitation for you to be able to tell them. And I might reiterate, I did not tell her what I was doing per se. I gave her my card, which had all of my information on it. I told her about Slimmer, and we talked about it that way. So I didn't dump the toolbox on her, and I think that that's really important because that situation is you create curiosity. And when you create curiosity, you are also the person that has control over where it goes. And so I tell you that because if you just, the very first time somebody opens that door and you have that invitation and you go, I do Valentus, and this is really great, and this is the 12 and 24, and this is the WLAP, and this is the Love Pack, and this is how much it costs, and you do all of that, you're giving them way too much too soon. It's really important to get them to ask you questions. And truthfully, I'm a big believer in that you should listen to what they're looking for. They might not be looking for that opportunity right then, But when I did address this with this woman, and I had said, it's really amazing, and my husband and I are having some great success, and we've been able to travel, and that we've been doing really well with it, and financially it's been very rewarding. And she goes, well, I'm a single mom, and I work long hours, and I don't get to see my son that much, and I'm listening the whole time. And she says, and a single mom is always looking for an opportunity to make more money. And so she's told me all of that in just our little conversation about my bathing suit, but I never at any point in time was on her about Valentus or talking to her about it. I pointed her in the direction. And so really my call tonight was sort of about simplicity. And I keep hearing a reoccurring theme with everybody's calls and their training right now, and I think with it being summertime, simplicity is where it's at. Because I listened to an Eric Worre YouTube video that he had done, and it was called Radical Simplicity. Radical Simplicity. And he said that the most successful people in network marketing are radically simple. And I know everybody hears from me all the time. I always say, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just add water. That's sort of my thing. And I find when I'm listening to people and they start talking to me about the ingredients and all the wonderful things that go on, I smile and I pause for a moment and I just give them an opportunity, because everybody wants to talk about all of the knowledge that they've attained. But then I also remind them how it's really, really important that you don't expect that everybody else is going to have to know all of those things too. So when you keep it simple, it is the most duplicatable. And that's the reason why I think our reoccurring theme that has been coming up is simplicity. Everybody's training is talking about simplicity, and the reason why is simplicity equals duplication. So people are going to be able to duplicate it if it's simple. And I know that I love when Ted says point, click, and share, because ultimately the reason why Valentus is an amazing company is because we are point, click, and share. And I use this when I'm comparing it. I know I've had a few three-way calls recently, and I've had people say, well, what's the difference between you guys and, say, this other opportunity? And I go, well, we are a truly point, click, and share company. And what does that mean? We are basically information directors. We point you in the direction of a website. The person clicks and makes a decision of an entry point. I love that Valentus has multiple different entry points. This is what I always say. Somebody can come in at a 1, 3, 6, or 16 box. It's ultimately their decision. So you do not have to be a salesperson, because sales is not what you're doing. You're pointing them in a direction. The sale part of things, they're ultimately making that decision at the click point. And, of course, Dawn and I always start with the 16 box, because we truly honestly believe it's the best foot forward to get you started. But there's all these different levels, and you'll know when you're listening to the person that you're talking to where a good entry point would be to hover around. The most popular is always, and of course, the 6 box. I always try and tell people the advantages of a 16 box. A 16 box qualifies you for all the levels of our compensation plan, which is incredible. The 16 box gives you all of the products to be a product of the product and develop your story. It gives you products and allows you to sample potential customers, and that's just giving you a green light out of the gate. And it also, another point that has been brought to my attention is that it proves to the government that you're in business for tax benefits. I have heard crazy stories where people say, well, I did my taxes, and Revenue Canada said that they didn't like the fact that I started my business as a customer. And I'd never ever even thought of that. But when you come in as a 16 box, that's a business biller pack, you are definitely in business. There's no way that somebody could tell you otherwise. And another point for the 16 box that's really great, and these points I'm only pointing out to you because some people don't know how to talk somebody in to realizing what the benefits are of coming in with a business builder pack are, and these are just some of the points, so I thought I'd give them to you. Another point is that it's the best option based on our return policy. Your first order is the only order that you get 90 days before you can return it. Any order after that is 30 days. And if you didn't like it, as long as you have the unopened boxes, you can return it. You should know, and I'm going to tell you this because we're all team players here, if you do return that product, that you are no longer in Valentus. Because there's some people that are a little confused by that, and they think that they can return the product and still maintain their position, and that's not the case. If you do return your product, then your position, it is like quitting Valentus. But those are great points if you're trying to get somebody to realize why they should go with a 16-box purchase. And I'm only breaking it down for you guys for simplicity reasons. When I listened to Eric Worre, he talked about radical simplicity, and he said people need to not be confused. And so he said the most successful people in the business right now are keeping it simple. And simple is hard. Like, it is really easy to make things complex, but it is very difficult to make things simple. And so when we say keep it simple, it's because we want it to not be intimidating. We want people to realize how easy it is to do. And so I thought I'd talk a couple of easy things that Valentus does for us. We don't have catalogs or order forms. I absolutely love that because there's lots of different organizations that once you order your catalog, you're ordering another catalog and you're ordering the order forms. And I love that when you can throw that out, that there's no catalogs or order forms. And if you want to take it another route, that's very eco-friendly too, because we're doing everything online. So there's not a lot of paperwork. I love that all of our products are the same price. That's simple. That's simplicity. I love that Valentus does that for you. I love that Dave Jordan has kept it that way. I love that all of our products are just add water except for the Prevail Max. I super, super love that because there's not 90% of your time spent learning how to utilize the products and learning all the different prices of the products and pointing people in the direction of a catalog when they can just go to your website, click on the purchase that they feel most comfortable with, and that's the point, click and share. You don't have to spend your time delivering the product. I love that our product is delivered directly to somebody's door. I love that our product is not a diet. By saying that, and I did just say that out loud, I should say that this is my second turn on the cleanse, the breakthrough cleanse, and I decided to listen to what some of the ladies have been saying, and so I cut out starches then and have been following somewhat of a form of the Candida diet, and I got to tell you, outstandingly effective. I have zero cravings. I have had unbelievable results. My body is transforming, and when I say my body is transforming, don't think the scale's moving, because the scale is like just wiggling ever so slowly down, but my body is definitely responding to the breakthrough. It's unbelievable. I feel amazing. I'm not going to wear a crop top yet, but I am getting close. So I am saying the breakthrough has been effective. But I love that our products are not a diet, that they don't come with a bunch of restrictions, that you don't have to say no to anything. I love that our program doesn't come with a workout video, but that when you start seeing results that you're probably going to feel more active, that our energy product gives you energy, and that if you've had a long, hard day at work and you take our energy product, you could still have a boost and get your workout in. I love that our products do that for you, but that's very simple. Again, that you don't have to sell the products, that the choice is ultimately theirs. You give people the information to make the choice. And I also love that our company does the heavy lifting for you and has a follow-up. That Thursday, when everybody's talking about Leapfrog Day and those dripping on you with the emails when you pre-enroll somebody, it's magic. It's magic. They do all the heavy lifting. If you're not a follow-up person, the company does that for you until you can figure out just how important the follow-up can be. There's no sales goals required, and the compensation rewards everybody, even for people that are consuming the product. There are so many other programs that don't do that. So I love the simplicity of Valentus. We have unbelievable support and training tools in the 12 and 24 and our Ditto Talk. And I just think that we've had incredible results. And the people that are the most successful, as Dave Jordan has been saying, are full of one-liners. And he threw all the one-liners together. I love the just add water. I know Corey, he says, Jenny Craig meets Starbucks, and Peggy DeSalle is, it's just so super simple. And Ted Wilson is his point, click, and share, and I'm all in. There's a reason why we say these things to our teams is because it's duplicatable. Don is a big wash, rinse, repeat. I know you guys have heard that in his training, and he said that on multiple different times. And what is wash, rinse, repeat, right? Because if you're not sure of what wash, rinse, repeat is, wash is your introduction with curiosity that I was talking to earlier, that you don't dump the toolbox on somebody. And your rinse is your validation, where you point somebody in the direction of either the bestweightlosscoffee.com or point them in the direction of some testimonials, because a lot of people want to hear the testimonials. If they don't have results yet or you don't have results yet, then that's the rinse. And the repeat is your credibility, which is your three-way call or your connect call. And that's Don's, he's always talking wash, rinse, repeat. And the simplicity in that is because it's trainable. And I think reducing it to the simplicity is going to be the most effective way. And I'm always telling people to not get too sciencey and not make things very difficult for yourself, because this company is amazingly simple. On Friday, if you have gone in and you have set up your banking, your phone's going to bing and you get paid. And the company figures out your check for you. And you don't have to do that for you because it's super simple. And the key to the simplicity is that it's something that you can do, it's something that you can teach, and it's something that you can teach your people to teach. So those are the three steps. And when Eric Warrior was talking about if you're only allowed three things to do to grow your business, they should be something that's easy that you can do, something that's easy that you can teach, and something that you can teach your people to teach. And that's the reason why these one-liners are so successful for people when they want to teach to their teams what they're trying to get through. And so I know that you guys have heard me say the learning is in the doing. That's asking for people to be in action. I think our action comes in everything we do, and change comes in everything you do. And you're going to find your successes in the different things that you do. And when I say you're going to find your successes, the very first time I got on a call, I didn't have the confidence or the dialogue or the script or the words. But it's amazing how when you continue to make the calls and you continue to talk to the people and you surround yourself in the environment of other people, that those successes are going to come on a regular basis, because you're going to find that word or words that speak to you, that resonate in you, that are duplicatable for you, and it's going to become your language. And when it becomes your language and you're saying it and you're becoming it, it's just, that's where the belief comes in. When you are feeling comfortable in your dialogue and you're feeling comfortable with the words you're saying, then you believe in you believe in your words, and there is nothing like belief. It is unshakable. I feel like I can get on a phone call with just about anybody. And when I say just about anybody, I'm calling myself short. I could get on a phone call with anybody and feel comfortable talking about Valentus, because I believe, number one, I believe in all of the products. Number two, I believe in the simplicity. And number three, I believe in our CEO and our great founder, Dave Jordan. I believe in him and Joyce like nobody's business. And I think by having that, it just allows me to be so much more effective as a leader, as somebody that's influencing people in our organization, and I want that for everybody. And so when I'm saying that I want that for you, I need you to find your simplicity. I need you to not make this complicated. I need your mindset to be positive. I need you to see the beauty and the simplicity of this company, and then you will be successful. And it's amazing how powerful it can be when you see that simplicity. And so I'm going to give you just a couple of words here that is a simple thing. A simple hello could lead to a million things. A simple hello. Because a hello leads you into a conversation which takes you into a path that gives you an opportunity. And I watched so many people blossom recently. I've listened to them speak and train and doing Zoom calls. Randy is somebody that's not in our organization, but he was on Facebook as RJK, and I just wanted to go up to him and go, Randy, you got to go by your name, because you want people to know you by your name, because it's simple. And there's just these little steps that are going to make things so much more successful for you if people can identify with you, if they can relate with you. Nick Stewart had come on and he said, I'm the super intergalactic network marketer, Nick Stewart. And he said, and I wasn't relatable. And he had a conversation with Dave Jordan, and Dave says, man, just keep it real. I always say lead with your heart. I think that there's so much more in being authentic. And I think there's so much more in just talking about your story. And ultimately, your story is always what you lead with. You lead with your story, your personal experience with either being introduced to the products or tell people what you saw. What was it that got you excited about Valentus? What was it that you saw? Because that's the simplicity. That's the magic. You maybe don't think that that's important, but that simple little thing, when I say to people, when Don and I got started, we were just looking for something because we were in a boating accident where we didn't have to be more active and we could lose weight. And they go, yeah, I get that, because it's simple. And so you don't need to make things overcomplicated. I think there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of different needs, and if you listen to them for a short period of time in a conversation, it's going to lead you to be able to introduce this to them. And when I say introduce it to them, it doesn't necessarily have to even be the opportunity. You could just share a sample and talk to them about the opportunity later. There's lots of different ways to start, but the key is getting started, and that is the simplicity of it all. And so I guess tonight I'm going to apologize. At the beginning of my call, I got a little sidetracked because my baby brother just sent me a quick text at like 5 minutes before and announced to me that he had a beautiful baby girl. So now he has two beautiful daughters, and I'm an auntie times two, and I was really excited about it. And my message to you guys is enjoy your June. Get outside. Know that you can do this business from your phone, and you can take your phone outside. Keep it simple. Remember to keep it something that you can do, something that you can teach, and something that you can teach your people to teach. And a simple hello can lead to a million things. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into our call tonight. Don should be back next week. I'm looking forward to seeing him. It's my birthday month, and it sounds like it's going to be a birthday month for our family in a lot of different ways. And thank you for joining me tonight, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.